Welcome back to Our Digital Future. In earlier episodes, we looked at the crossroads or convergence of cloud technology with privacy regulation, how we're boosting our cybersecurity capabilities and the potential of agtech. In this episode, we report on digital innovations that are all about our quality of life. As the saying goes, prevention is better than cure to reduce chronic diseases such as diabetes, stroke, heart disease, and cancer. And given the popularity of wearable devices to monitor the number of steps we take or how many hours we sleep, the next step of wearable health monitoring has become a reality. Reporter Stephen Claney joined the Sanoa Health team, developers of a prevention-focused technology platform called Health And.
To reduce the risks of chronic disease, disability and early death, preventative health is crucial, and it will be digital tools that lead us in this fight.
The real benefit here is actually getting information that is really relevant to making clinical care decisions into the hands of patients and into the hands of people in their clinical care teams.
The challenge for Dr. Shaper and others in this space is finding tools which grab the attention of the public, allowing them in an easy way to monitor and provide their personal health information.
90% of people want to participate in their own healthcare. They simply haven't had the tools to be able to do that. That excites me, that we've actually built that.
Bob Biddle is CEO of Sanoa Health, which is developing Health And, an intelligent platform created with the support and input of doctors, designed to empower people to manage their own health with their GP support.
We build digital technology to support people in better health. It's pretty much that simple. And that's to support consumers, patients, providers, business, insurance companies and government.
Health And creates and monitors a personalised checklist based on age, gender and risk factors organised into a simple reminder system. You can keep track of vaccinations, allergies, fitness levels, and upload documents for your records or to provide real-time lifestyle data to your doctor. The platform technology allows an effortless participation for people in monitoring and managing their own healthcare. It also educates, making a library of medical topics accessible by turning accurate but complex information into clear and simple animations.
This is the pancreas, and this is what it looks like under a microscope.
Meet Dr. Sanoa.
We all know that prevention is better than cure, but why don't we do it?
The animations in which he features may appear simple, but they represent years of work. They are clever, medically accurate, and are set to revolutionise how we approach our healthcare.
We've used sort of our animation storytelling techniques and illustration techniques to communicate that complex information to our audience.
The animations and the platform inputs were created under the watchful eye of leaders in the medical profession.
Constantly through the process, we were checking in with the doctors, and they would view the material that we were creating and approve that.
Also top of mind across the whole platform, data security.
The information input by the consumer is incredibly secure. It is encrypted and uploaded to AWS servers. We can't access that information. That information is the consumer's alone and is theirs to do with as they please.
Atticus Health is a primary healthcare organisation based in Melbourne. Health And is currently being trialled by a number of GPs and patients at Atticus Health.
Their mission is to really bring forward and promote the cause of preventative healthcare and do that by leveraging technology. I found that to be a compelling idea and in step with the future of primary healthcare, so we're happy to get on board.
Motivated patients helping track preventative health measures also frees up valuable GP time.
It's the classic sort of dilemma for a GP. You're wanting and you have the aspiration to care about preventative health, but it is actually very hard in a limited period of time. That's the fact. So for someone who runs overtime like me, it's very helpful.
Wearable devices, it doesn't matter what brand, are becoming increasingly popular. They're also becoming more complex, collecting more data. That makes them a great fit for Health And. In the future, or now through Health And, that natural fit extends to the patient and their clinical care team.
What we're going to see in the future is more and more collaboration between us as individual patients and consumers and people in our healthcare team so that we all are on the same page. And you know what I'm really looking forward to? A healthcare system that remembers me.
Outcomes are generally good, and you can expect to recover within a couple of weeks.
We live with an increasingly personalised array of clever algorithms, hungry for our data to detect patterns and make decisions. From smartphones to chatbots and wearable devices, AI is evolving, learning, and becoming more powerful. So just how profoundly is AI likely to change the digital ecosystem?
AI is ubiquitous. It will become the de facto standard in every piece of software and digital infrastructure that consumers, governments, organisations use.
So what are your priorities in regard to AI when there's so much disruption ahead?
The AAA has been leading AI regulation and policy for the past decade, from ethics and principles right through to frameworks around adoption, and we'll be continuing to do that. The government's actually looking at AI regulation across the economy, which is a really interesting approach. So we'll be making sure that the government comes up with the right regulatory frameworks, approaches things in the right area. The AI strategy and the investments around commercialisation, we led that and will continue to lead those debates and ensure that connection between research and development and commercialisation remain really effective, because at the end of the day, it's a bit of a partnership. The governance frameworks around AI are really important. So we know that the federal government is now actively looking at this, and they'll be announcing some things shortly in this space. We are doing work as an association around frameworks. So this is around how organisations and governments adopt and use AI around automatic decision making that impact customers and citizens. There needs to be transparency and accountability in how AI is used, and it's really, really important that we set the standards and we lead on this.
There are other environments we need to bring into this, into a single ecosystem, such as, you hear about Internet of Things, you hear about edge computing. And so, when I talk about complexity, if everything has its own dedicated platform, we're going to witness this proliferation of edge infrastructure and this unmanageable infrastructure sprawl. And so, as you think about emerging technologies and how we move up that world ranking, there's a wealth of opportunity to unlock in the years ahead, but we really need to plan to manage it. And that management also means clearly ensuring it's secure as well as accessible.
The uptake of mobile applications has seen a massive increase in the last few years, possibly only rivaled by the success of SMS in its early days. Let's face it, apps fit with our busy lifestyles. So when HCL Tech released an app with Cricket Australia, sports fans were, bowled over, as Stephen Claney reports.
Melbourne's world-famous MCG, the home of Australian cricket, a mecca for lovers of sport.
My dad was a first-class cricketer back home in India, so I followed him around to a lot of games. He made sure I played too. He was my first coach too.
Sainath Saramesh is a community cricket player and junior coach in suburban Melbourne.
I think I started off as a batsman because my dad was a batsman. He could not bowl, and I think I saw Shane Warne bowling a lot and bamboozling batsmen with his leg spin. So I think the man out there, it was the reason I started bowling too.
Cricket fans and cricket players fall in love with the game. They also fall in love with the detail, with the statistics. That's where Cricket Australia and HCL Tech and their app come into play. Sai says for any competitive cricketer, it's a must-have.
When I was growing up, there was not a lot of applications that could track your score, that could track histories of how much you've scored, who you've played against, when did you make a big score, and things like that. So the most important reason is for me to keep track of how I've been doing, and also one up against my mates who play. It's like I've scored more against you and things like that.
Don Elliott of Cricket Australia says the decision to develop and expand the MyCricket app was also about the fans who don't play, and importantly, covers all levels of the game.
For a fan, you can come in and tailor what you actually see to your favourite BBL teams, to your favourite international players and teams. You can get really rich insights and details about your favourite players and teams, videos, interviews, all of those sorts of things, as well as following along in real time.
This year's update brings more excitement.
For the first time this year, we'll actually be able to stream video live into our community MyCricket app, and you'll be able to see all of the same styles of presentations, of the overlays of the scoreboard on the live stream, and cutting out of all of the highlights. That will all be available for community cricket, just as it's available for our hero teams in the BBL and the national teams.
The new version of the MyCricket app will also be great for clubs and administrators in running cricket at any level. Great too for coaches and players.
I think this app is going to be one big ecosystem that's going to have a lot of other third-party applications that we use. So it's just going to make it easier for us. We are just going to go to the club and play and not worry about any other things around the club, because everything's going to be easy with just one app.
As the official digital technology partner with Cricket Australia, HCL Tech is focused on all levels of cricket, engaging players, friends, families, using this popular app to bring the game home through mobile technology.
It was a vision that the platform would become a platform so that we can connect all levels of the community of cricket, again, from the young people right through to the elite teams and the community teams as well. By bringing this together, it gives you one app and one place for everyone to join and be connected and enjoy cricket.
Michael Horton says the Cricket Australia example shows how businesses can use digital strategies to better connect with customers and stakeholders.
A good designed and well-designed digital platform will enhance the experience that the customer has, and it can ensure that the organisation is able to bring to the fore all of their offerings in a way that can be easily consumed by the customer. So it's extremely important.
The success of the fan engagement is easily measured by the huge growth in numbers using the MyCricket app. Technology that enhances the experience of cricket for those who love the game and its enduring spirit. And not only at the elite level, but for the mums, dads and youngsters and players like Cyanath, realising a dream.
And that wraps up the fourth and final episode of our Digital Future 2022. On behalf of the Australian Information Industry Association, I hope you enjoyed the program. And remember, all the episodes and films are available for you to share and review on the AIIA website. So, wishing you the very best with your digital future, and until I see you again, take care and goodbye.